Hey, let me ask you something before anything else. When was the last time your screen actually felt like a tool built for how you work, instead of something you just tolerated? That shift happens the moment you start using the BenQ RD320U. This is for the kind of person who notices details, someone who sees washed out contrast, annoying reflections, and eye fatigue not as normal, but as something that should be better. You've lived with setups that make you squint after long sessions, struggle with glare, and juggle dongles just to get decent power. Once you've worked on a panel that respects your eyes and your workflow, anything less starts to feel uncomfortable. Before you go any further, take a moment to check the current price and stock. Quality monitors like this don't stay at predictable pricing forever. You knew it was time to upgrade when your old screen began dragging on your focus. Maybe code blocks bled together because highlights weren't crisp. Maybe you closed tabs just to reduce clutter on a dim display. Maybe long hours turned into eye strain you had to shrug off later. That tension between what you want and what your display gives you disappears the second this BenQ lights up. The relief is immediate. You don't fight reflections anymore because the nanomatte panel cuts glare without killing clarity. You don't squint at shallow contrast because 2000:1 depth makes elements stand apart, not washed together. Brightness feels controlled, not harsh, so when you dive into long coding sessions or dual window setups, your eyes stay comfortable, not tired. This isn't just a prettier screen, it's a calmer one. Picture yourself deep into development with tabs open, terminals running, and docks pinned, all sharply defined and easy on the eyes. Picture late-night sprints where screen glow doesn't feel like a punch to your vision. Picture powering a full docked setup off a single USB-C cable with that 90 watts delivery, no adapters, no mess, no guesswork. That kind of simplicity changes how you think about your workspace. Once you've lived with that level of clarity and comfort, every time you glance at a weaker panel your brain instinctively compares, and you always come back here. Not because it's flashy, but because it feels right. You start rejecting glare, fatigue, and compromise without even thinking about it. If you're even a bit curious, don't let stock quirks or small price swings slow you down. Monitors built like this reward action, not hesitation. You feel clarity instantly every session. Contrast stays deep and distinct. Reflections don't fight your eyes. Long hours feel easier on sight. You feel confidence in every line. It's larger than basic screens. And true depth benefits quality content. But eventually the comparison loop just stops because you already know what you want. At that point, waiting only becomes future regret. So check the price, check the stock, and if it's available now, trust the pull. This is the kind of upgrade you appreciate every day, not just at first glance, but every time you sit down to work.